Hi guys, welcome back to our channel, and what we have here right now is Redragon's first entry in the magnetic switch keyboard scene. So this is the Redragon Fizz K617 magnetic switch keyboard with RGB backlight, and this is a wired 60% 8K rapid trigger keyboard, and actually each and every key has a 40 levels of actuation per key. So for ultra fast movements, depending on the setup that you will do in the program or the application that is supplied by Redragon for this keyboard. So let's go ahead and open this keyboard from Redragon, the K617 Fizz magnetic switch keyboard with RGB backlight. So remember guys, this is actually a wired keyboard. So there's no wireless connectivity for this keyboard. So as we open the box, you can see that we have the keyboard in itself. We have some stickers and some paperwork right over here. You can put this aside. Let's close it up for now. This is our keyboard. So first things first, I think the color combination is quite nice. Gradient color from top to bottom. And again, this is a 60% keyboard layout, and it's a wired keyboard. So we have our USB-C connection right over here. Okay, so we have our stand. So this is quite a light keyboard that we can do and we can use for portability as well if we want to. So what else is here in the box? We have our keycap and switch puller. We have our cable, USB-C to USB-A cable, and we have extra magnetic switches that we can use in case we are in need to change some of the switches in our keyboard. So as you can see here is Redragon's magnetic switch. So we will not be doing some typing test on this keyboard, but we will do some actuation test on this keyboard once we have installed the software in our computer. But here's a little preview on how it sounds like. So let's go ahead and take our keycap puller just to show you what it looks like underneath our keyboard right here. So as you can see here is our magnetic switch. Let me just try to pull this out. Okay, so as mentioned, this is magnetic. So if you can see right here, it's not like your standard key or switch. You don't have any pins here. So it's more on contact points on magnetic points and actuation. Depending on the setup that you used for each key, you will be able to do rapid triggers from 0.2 millimeters to 4 millimeters. Okay, so let's go ahead and install the software for this keyboard on our PC. Okay, so here we have our software for our Redragon K617 Fizz magnetic switch keyboard. As you can see here, we can actually change the different actuation for each and every key for our keyboard, ranging from 0.2 millimeter to 4 millimeter at the deepest point. So as you can see here, we set it up to a 0.2, the shallowest, and we can actually get quite a rapid fire on this one because we don't need to really push in the keys in order to get an input. But once we have changed it down to 4 millimeters, so we will get a more deeper keystroke that we need to do in order for us to get that input for our keyboards. So it will depend on your needs, on what you want to use for this keyboard, depending on each key preferences that you would want. So this is just a brief view on the software that we have for the Fizz keyboard, and there's a lot of other things that you can do with the software, including RGB and other things like that. Okay, so what do you guys think about the K617 magnetic switch keyboard from Redragon. So I can say that actually this is the first time that I'm using, or I've used a magnetic switch keyboard, and I say that there's a lot of configuration that you can do, since you can actually change the different actuation for each key. So depending on the preferred level of trigger that you want for each key, you can do that on one set, one side, or on each key. So it's just a lot of permutation or a lot of combinations on how you can set up this keyboard. And as I mentioned, the sound of this keyboard is not that bad. But since this one is using magnetic switches, you cannot actually use or change the switch type that we have here to, change the sound profile of this keyboard as well. So just do take note of that. And the form factor is quite small, and it's good for gaming since you have smaller spaces that you need. So you can either do it horizontally, diagonally, or depending on how you play your games, or even perpendicular like that. So it depends on how you want to use your keyboard, and this size is quite nice, especially for those FPS games or any other RPG games that you might need those kind of setup. Okay. So again, this is Redragon Fizz K617 magnetic switch keyboard with RGB backlight. So again, this is a wired keyboard, and I will put the application download in the description below if you are interested with this keyboard, and I will also put the link of this keyboard in the description below. And if you use our coupon code middleageguy in reddragonshop.com, you will get an additional 10% when you purchase any keyboard from the Redragon shop. So thank you guys for joining us today, and I hope that you liked this video and you learned something. And if you have any questions about this keyboard, do hit me up in the comment section below. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel with the button right here, or maybe watch some more of our videos up here and up here. And I will see you in the next one. Bye!